What's going on, guys? So I'm trying to auto park. Now I'm actually backing out. But what I wanted to talk about is something, you know, making $100 a day, $200, $300 a day on the stock market. This is, I've seen a lot of videos on it. I think people have actually asked me about this and like strategies to approach with it. And man, is this guy for real? Oh. And the thing that it brings me to is a conspiracy theory. A lot of my students in the past have heard when we had the pledge classes. I would always talk about it. It's just this, like, you know, if you make $50 a day, 5 days a week or 7 days a week, that's like what, 350 bucks a week, which is times that by 4, 12, 1,500 bucks a month. That's a full-time job. And you know, I always said the stock market, people think it's so difficult, they think it's so challenging to get into, because if it's fairly easy to make that much money on the markets, and if you do that, you know, it eliminates the need for a job or anything of that sort. But so I want to talk about, you know, oh shit, I should have went. How it becomes easy to do that, but then also kind of the reality of that, because that's not how the markets always work. Because really, I guess how I should phrase that, is it easy to make money, you know, 50 bucks a day, $100 a day in the market? Yes, it is. But the issue usually is by trying to do that every single day. A lot of people don't quit when they're ahead. It's very easy to give that money back. So that's the issue. But I guess if you wanted to talk about it, there's two ways I think now. If you're looking to, that is also, you have to understand, that's an income strategy. If you're trying to make money long term, you know, it's even more easier. But you guys are looking to make income, $100, $200, $300 a day. You have to be quick to make the money, take it, and keep it. And then on the other end, there's also the fact that you need to, that it has to be, you know, smaller percentages. And now the two ways you're gonna do that is like through day trading stocks itself. But one thing I've found where it's easy then, and it kind of contradicts kind of what the way I trade options, but options. Why I say that, because it's easy to make 20% of your money. So if you put $500 into an option, and which is a lot, by the way, and you go and make 20% on that, which is almost instant on a lot of options if you're right on the initial move, there you go, you just made your, you know, you just made $100. And then the goal would be stop trading for that day, go about it and do it tomorrow. But now I guess the next issue, it goes back to that video I made on controlling your emotions. What do you do if you make $100 one day, make another $100 the next day, but then you make an option trade and you lose 50%? Now you wipe out those gains. And that's where, this is where it kind of creates that cycle where I think the truth is you have to understand the market, and that's where it really becomes powerful, and practice and paper trade a strategy like this, because this strategy is going to be different than the strategy that I employ by, you know, I told you I'm aiming for 500-600% ones of the music. So, but like I'm saying, it goes different from the strategy where I employ, where it's more of a, hey, you go and the idea behind all of it is to, I'm shooting for 300, 400, 500% gainers on smaller amounts. But again, I'm not focused on the daily amount as much as I am focused on a weekly or monthly amount. And now that could be the strategy for you guys that you could think about, is that maybe instead of going after $100 a day, $200 a day and putting that pressure on you, my preference is aim for a monthly goal. I say a weekly goal could work too, but I'm not a fan. Oh wow, we're gonna do autopilot, see how this works out. Oh shit, that's scary. Maybe I should lower the, I don't know how it does with all the other stuff, but yeah, so like I said, that's my favorite goal, is going for the monthly, because now if you think about it on a monthly basis, what's $200 a day times 30 days? Well, you gotta even think maybe more like 20, you know, there's 4 weekends with, you know, 2 days off, so 8 days, so about 26 days. You guys probably see my spit flying everywhere. 26 days, you gotta ask yourself, with 26 days times 200, that's about like $5,200 a month. And now, honestly, starting off, I wouldn't really, if you have no trading experience, start paper trading and try to go from there, and then move on, you know, start at a smaller range of, let's say, about $50, because 50 times 26 Now that's about like what? I don't even know what that is. I'm not good at math. I think there might be a calculator on here, but the thing, you guys, you know, put that into perspective. You know, start small, aim for I gotta hold the wheel on this thing, but aim small, go for a goal like that, and you'll be able to do really, you'll be able to grow to that. Start setting goals. Sorry, I get so distracted when I'm trying to do this autopilot thing. Sorry about that, but hopefully you guys see the point. Start small, and I guess the main point that I could say, is it worth going for a $50, $100 a day goal? In my professional opinion, not really. I aim, again, like I said, those monthly goals are gonna do you a lot better than a daily goal. However, start that with paper trading and try that paper trading. What I can tell you is this: if you could go 1 month with consistent $50, $100 a day, you could definitely move on to real money and talk to me. I would love to help you out. That's already showing you got skill with it. But now on the other level, if you guys are gonna be, you know, by paper trading like that, making the only thing you got to really make sure of to actually execute that strategy is make sure you take your money, keep it, right? You know, make $100 a day. You have to be so disciplined and just take the money and sell. If you're up, take the money and sell, especially with options. And then wait till the next day, and don't get caught up in revenge trading. If you lose, you lose, because this is what I would say. Yeah, $50 a day, or let's say $100 a day, 26 days, that's $2,600 a month. So $50 a day, I got my math questions, $1,300. That's more realistic to start out with as a complete beginner. But now, when you go from that level, I don't care if you make $50 one day, $50 the next day, $50 the next day, you're up 150 bucks, but then lose $100 in one trade. That doesn't mean you need to go make $150 on your 4th day. Just stick to the same exact goal of making $50 a day. So if you lose one day, you lost one day, you know? Simple as that. But if you make money, and you know, keep going. But if you lose money, don't get caught up in it. So I think that's the best strategy that I could give to it. And you know, really, if this is your goal, if you want to be trading, I always recommend trading in real estate at the same time. That's the way I do things. I trade in the mornings, and then I go do my real estate stuff, because you know, I always build up passive income stuff. That's why I've made videos on e-commerce and all these different things, because there's many different areas where you guys could be making money. So that's something you want to think about. Trading is just a time frame. So make 50 bucks in trading. Awesome. What are you going to do elsewhere? So, but don't underestimate what you could do, and don't overestimate your abilities starting out. Paper trade, Thinkorswim, we have a tutorial on making one. I'll make an updated one for you guys if you really want, but definitely get into that on the paper trading side first, and let me know what questions you guys have, and we'll go from there. I love you all. Stay in school.